Hey, I didn't know that my camera was on autofocus, so if it's jumping and tweaking out the entire time, I sincerely apologize. It's my first video back. Cut me some slack. Hello friends, my name is Gr8r, content creator, the YouTube video maker, and welcome if we haven't met before. It's 2025. I just turned the ripe age of 30, so yeah, it's time to start a YouTube channel. I have a few videos on this channel, but I've never been like consistent. It snowed in Florida. The first time in like, I don't know, 80 years or something like that. So I figured, you know, if the world is going to heck in a handbrake, I might as well start, you know, trying to live the dream, trying to be a YouTuber once again. Actually, the last video I made last year in this shirt at the beginning of the year, I went on to have the worst financial year of my life. So I'm gonna change clothes actually real quick. All right, much better. Brand of this hoodie is We All Ugly. You can go to weallugly.com. My friend's brand's very awesome brand, and you can get your own hoodie. Today we are talking about Ryan's toy review. Now, if you're somebody like me, you only vaguely know about Ryan's toy review. Essentially, it's a kid, plays with toys, got really popular during the pandemic, with the gotcha being, it's a pandemic, so you can't go out and buy toys. You can't exactly go get all this stuff to keep your kids from boredom. Your kid watches that kid play with toys, and if he really wants it, you buy it as a parent. He gets to be entertained for a couple of hours the same way he would with a toy, and you get to keep your wallet full. Now, with the fact of them being a toy review channel, I assume that they just blew up because of like the slime craze, Orbeez craze, which I still don't fully understand. It's like little balls that get bigger. Bay loves it when my balls get bigger. Yeah, I don't understand Orbeez, but like slime, like Nerf weapons. There was the build a fort thing, and then sometimes they would like use stuff with companies to build those forts. I assume they just made a gazillion views, and I always thought that was interesting, like the idea of building a fort. It's supposed to be your secret place with all your toys and comics or games, but now it's, oh, here's my secret compartment in my house, in my camera crew, and how I built it. I don't understand the point of a lot of things that kids do these days. But with the pandemic being far from over, hopefully, let's not do a repeat. So Ryan's toy review kind of left my personal zeitgeist. Like, I'm not entirely sure what they're up to now. I don't even know how old the kid is at this point. I also don't fully know if I'm using the word zeitgeist well. The defining spirit or mood of a particular period of history as shown by the ideas and beliefs of time. What does that mean? What did I just read? Anyways, he left the innocuous vacuum of content that I tend to enjoy on a daily basis, so I'm not entirely sure what he's got going on. But after only recently seeing a few TikToks of Ryan still reviewing toys, I just wanted to look up, like, how old is this kid? Is he still making content? Is he still reviewing toys? Because if he's like 13, 14, 15, why are you still reviewing toys, man? Like, go do anything else. I don't know. Did he level up? Is his family backing him in a different way? That's literally the whole point of this video. So let's jump into it. Let's see what he's been up to. Hello, from a different angle and a different microphone. So let's look up Ryan's toy review. Also, yeah, my typing is loud, but it is what it is. Ryan's World. Okay. It's not even Ryan's toy review in the world, it's Ryan's World. Interesting. So
Ryan?
Ryan's World.
That's him, Ryan of Ryan's World.
Ryan's World, the movie.
Whoa.
Hey.
Ryan? That's him, Ryan of Ryan's World.
We did it!
Ta-da!
Whoa. Hey, someone's stealing my characters. We'll take this one. Okay, thanks, bye, see ya.
Someone's stealing my characters? So he has a whole, like, lore, apparently? I have no idea about it, and I'm not getting into it, but, like, that's insane.
Pick it up! Now you pick it up! Ah!
That can't be possible. Emma, Kid, I have to save them. I'm going in.
Wait a second, was he reacting to himself? Oh, that's a different kid. Also, what is this reaction right here? Like, this is all shocked. She's like, oh wow, this is like all shocked. Not this one. This kid cannot care less. He's like, I have better things to do than the star in the Ryan's World movie.
Emma, Kate, I have to save them. I'm going in. I'm going in.
Hold on.
Emma.
That looks like Victoria Justice is little sister. Sorry we missed it, guys. Sorry we missed the Ryan's tour review world premiere, but we'll make up for it. So I know what I'm doing now. We're not just gonna research Ryan's tour review. We're gonna watch the movie. Let's see what this disaster has to offer. Actually, that's not fair. Let's see what this movie has to offer. We don't know if it's a disaster yet, but let's see what we got.
Oh no.
Believe it or not, this is my third time filming this. First time, there was a weird clicking noise when I was recording because it was nighttime and the lighting wasn't very good. Second time I recorded it, I turned autofocus off because I didn't want the clicking to happen. However, it was blurry the entire time, even though I focused it on my hand where I was going to be sitting. And then this is the third time. You'd think, I went to college for this. Anyway, welcome to a different camera with a different lens and pretty much the same mindset on life. I'm tired. If you want to get my full review, the full unedited thing, I'm going to post that on my second channel with all the clicks and bells and whistles. I usually post my Twitch VODs over there. I stream on Twitch, by the way, twitch.tv/Gr8r_B or Gr8r. I just played Amanda the Adventurer. I don't like scary games. If you know anything about me, I don't like to play scary games, but I had some friends help me out. So if you guys could go watch that, I'll post that whenever I post this. That way you have two videos over there to go watch, including the one that you're currently watching. But let's get into the review of Ryan's World Red Titan, I think it's called. I can't remember. Not the worst film I've ever seen. I watch Tubi movies on the weekends, and those films are like worse than college projects sometimes, and I find it hilarious. Sometimes we make drinking games out of it. It's very fun. It's a very fun time. If you have... highly suggest it. If you guys want me to review one of those movies, then we can talk about that later. Not that great. Cinematography wasn't bad at all. A lot of the shots were well made, well used, looked like a movie. As far as the animated parts, the animation was fine. It didn't do anything special. It wasn't too crazy. It was more like an animation of like a yokai watch, which makes sense for the fact that it's a kids movie. So overall, not that bad. But for this review, let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. So first off, let's start with the good. So one of the good things about this film was the animation, like I said before. The animation, once he jumps into the comic book, by the way, Ryan jumps into a comic book. The animation wasn't that bad. Honestly, it was pretty good. Lip singing, it was okay in most parts. They were talking, mouths were moving while they were talking. The sound design, all the songs in the movie were original. All of them mostly fit the mood or the tone that they were trying to create with whatever was happening. Honestly, that's pretty much it, which is sad, and it's saying a lot, but let's get into the bad.
Oh no.
The first bad thing about this movie is Ryan's parents. Now, I don't know them as people. I don't know anything about them as people. However, the dad was wearing like a bunny suit for some reason, and the mom was wearing a wizard costume for some other reason. I think it had something to do with the magician in the beginning of the film. By the way, while we're getting into that, this magician guy, I assume he's another YouTuber, they were doing a magic trick while on some live social media app. They didn't say which one, obviously. His assistant and best friend, apparently Aiden, who was filming it, saying that they had 15 million viewers concurrently. First of all, wishful thinking on the parents' part for writing this into the film. If Kai Cenat can't get 1 million concurrent watchers or subscribers or followers on Twitch, you're telling me Ryan's tour review is gonna get 15 million? What was really the funny part is after the magic trick, Dan gets on the phone and he just dips. He just walks off, doesn't acknowledge Ryan, doesn't acknowledge his partner, his assistant, or whatever. His parents are apparently doing a YouTube video with him, which, why? I have a pretty strong idea that his parents are not the focal point of when kids are watching Ryan's tour review. Writing the movie and then writing yourselves into be like an integral part of it, it's not the worst thing in the world, but kind of weird to me. I don't know. I just thought that was pretty bad and kind of corny. I'm just saying. It's your movie. You paid for it, do what you want to do, but focus on the kid. That's why people are here. Another bad thing, not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but it's bad to me. The little sisters in the beginning of the film, live action or whatever, they're saying their lines, they're doing their lines, they're doing a pretty good job of being kid actors. I mean, it's not hard to say a line. They're talking to each other, they're bouncing off of each other. It's pretty cute, honestly. But when they get into the comic book world, their voice actors change. And it's like incredibly off-putting, honestly. Hearing like grown women play little kids and then they're talking about stuffies, that's their leading motivation, is the bad guy took their stuffed animals, which what they call stuffies. I don't know if stuffed animals is copyrighted. Big Brother and Hey Sis, and I don't know, it was just weird. It was a little weird, a little off-putting. The next bad thing, back to the parents. The entire reason why they like go away is because they're expecting Ryan and his twins and his assistant or friend to get them a gift. They're like, oh, we have a surprise for you. It's a surprise gift. And even the dad had like a scene where he's like, I hope my gift is better than her gift, like the mom's. Just weird energy. I just had chips. I hope that was it. It's whatever. We're moving on. I get hungry sometimes, okay? I eat food. I'm sorry. Another bad thing, specifically for the comic book part, is that the powers are never clearly like established. What can Ryan do? What can't he do? Sometimes they fly in the middle of the movie, like lava rocks were flying at them because of a volcano. Everything bad. The setting of like the big fight happens in a volcano. Volcano rocks are flying at them in the air, so they have to run up the volcano. The sisters know how to fly. He knows how to fly. Does he have super strength? Not really. Does he have laser vision? No. Like, is it just strength and flying? Like, it's not clearly established. The sisters have a love beam that they, like, make a heart with their hands, and then it shoots a beam out, which, how did they know they had that power? It's not explained at all. The powers of the other superhero friends, Combo, he's like a cyber panda thing with the best tech, is what they kept saying in the movie. I distinctly remember that. What does that mean? The pink cat girl, I don't remember her name. She can like take her tail and like grab stuff. I don't know what else. There's like a flying bat thing. She uses like voice powers because she talks literally the entire film. Anytime she's on screen, she's talking like a mile a minute. It's very intense and doesn't make any sense. Ryan and his twin sisters, their powers are undefined. Just establish what the kid can do. What does super mean? Like, I'm a superhero. What does that mean, though? Like, are you Superman? Like, a Superman equivalent? Batman equivalent? Like, you don't have powers, but you use a bunch of equipment? Are you fast? Are you, like, just establish what a superhero means in this universe. Are we on Sky High level? Are we on DC level? Marvel? Like, just tell me what's going on. That's pretty much it for the bad. So now, let's get into the...
No! God, please, no!
One of the biggest glaring things that's happening in this script for this video is two main things. Number one, Ryan can easily be taken out of this film and everything would happen just fine. And number two, the side characters are more powerful than the main characters. Let's get into it. The villain, it's this like dark and broody teenager dude who apparently owns and runs a comic book shop, which, why are you 18, 19 years old? Who let him here? Who let him in? He's the villain because his main motivator is his 3-year-old sister got a tablet for Christmas, and all she does is watch Ryan's toy review videos. That's it. Now, this kid is like anywhere from 15 to 20 years old. Why do you care that much? You know, that you and your sister don't get to play. Pick a different activity. Buy a slip and slide, brother. You got a job. You own a comic book store. Get some Nerf guns. Like, do literally anything else. Suggest something to your 3-year-old sister so you can get some time in with her. Like, why go beat up another 13-year-old just because your sister is preoccupied with her tablet? She's a tablet kid. Have you guys seen that video of that girl? It's like a tablet kid on TikTok, and she's on her feet on the refrigerator, on a smart refrigerator, like scrolling up and down. Kids these days, am I right? So the main villain wants to take out Ryan because he wants to hang out with his little sister. Cool, weird, gross. The sisters get sucked into the comic book. Ryan chases after them to try to save them. Combo that I talked about from earlier and the pink cat thing are locked up in this cellar with Anti-Ryan. So Anti-Ryan is literally Ryan, but he's purple and he has a backwards R on his chest. I assume he can do the same stuff as Ryan. He kind of flies. He like has minions. Really generic stuff. They don't go too much into what he can do and can't do. That's going to be the baseline for all the characters in this film. Anti-Ryan locks up the twins, steals their stuffed animals. That's their driving force. Combo and the cat break the sisters out because the bad guy has a Roomba that knocks into the wall, drops the keys down, and they get out. So they get out themselves, essentially. Ryan is not needed for that. He's fighting Anti-Ryan, but it doesn't really matter. The sisters are playing a game of keep away. While they play the game, they throw Ryan the last hit, and then it hits the chandelier. Drops on Anti-Ryan and all the goons. Ryan didn't need to be there for that. The sisters could have done it themselves. Fast forwarding to the climax. The climax happens when they're on the volcano. The panda, the cat, the twins, Ryan, and the bat thing, they're all about to be dropped in the lava because bad guy, I guess. So the villain's main weapon of choice is a giant pen with like an ink pen, like with the little quill or whatever at the end of it. He literally created the world, drawing it with the ink pen because he wanted to create a world, destroy Ryan in it, and then his sister could go do something else, I guess. He is comic book god, I guess. I don't know. In this universe, he is. So his giant pen like leaks, and then they bounce out of the volcano. Ryan breaks the pen. Anybody could have broken the pen. Oh, my special pen, how will I create now? And then he is like, oh shoot, it's just ink. So then he uses his hands, creates a monster, and he's like, my sister was right, finger painting is way more fun. You're 16, 17, 18, 19, talking about finger painting. He creates a monster immediately grabs Ryan. Ryan has this toy that his sisters ruined in the beginning of the movie. They like wanted to play with it because they wanted to play with Ryan. He throws it to them. They use their love beam to make it bigger. I guess it can do that too. Villain's like, what's going on? Ryan jumps in the robot. Robot punches the monster and the bad guy and the machine that they're using Mentos. It's like a giant machine. It shoots out one little Mentos, drops in the lava, then the lava gets bigger. I mean, it's a kid's movie. Earlier in the movie, they were playing the floor is lava and to get up to the volcano. It's beautiful writing by the parents. Just mwah. A chef's the keys. Ryan's in the robot, punches the guy, punches the machine. The lava's coming up. His assistant is trying to get into the comic book the whole movie. She's like, Ryan, you left me. Why? She finds a way to open up the portal, and then she drops like toys in there. Apparently, there's a whole Ryan's World like group of like animals and figures and people. Like Combo, don't know who that is. Pink Cat Girl. There's like a shark. A penguin, best character in the movie, and I'll tell you why. The bad guy is a Robo Panda, and then like a hamster with a mustache who's yelling all the time. I'm not that invested in Ryan's World, and I'm not getting into it, but it is what it is. The penguin freezes over the lava, and then they capture all the bad guys in a cage. Again, Ryan didn't do anything, he was just there. Anybody could have gone in the machine that the sisters made big. It's just laughable at this point. Literally, almost every scene that you take Ryan out of, someone else could have done what he did. If the name of your movie is Ryan's World and Ryan can be taken out, what are we doing? Now it's just world. Just filming the globe, just spinning for an hour and 30 minutes. This leads me into my next point, that the side characters are better than the main characters. The penguin is the best character in this movie. He literally is the best character in this movie because he comes, shuts down the volcano. They freeze it over. Now they have time to think. He creates this math formula with the ink pen that he fixes after Ryan broke it. And he's like, all right, this idea has a 92% chance of working. 8% chance of failing and we all die. Mr. Penguin, I know I just met you and you just got into this film in the last like pretty much 10 minutes of it, but I'm with you all the way. You stop the bad guy. You're the guy. This penguin is him. He comes up with a plan to essentially take the ink pen, put it on the robot. He'll unfreeze the lava, let it erupt. But when the pen shoots the lava, it'll create a beam of sugar, spice, and everything nice, I guess, and it'll fix everything. So that's exactly what happens. Literally saved the day. Ryan didn't do a goddamn thing. All he did was do his catchphrase at the very end of the film, which I didn't even know Ryan's World had a catchphrase, and then he dips. The pizza that the mom ordered before is there. They hand them the comic book, like, here's your present, parents. How did you make this? And like, we don't want to talk about it. Let's go eat pizza. So the parents are looking at the comic book that they just came out of. And at the very end of the film, Ryan throws water balloons at his twin sisters. They hug, and the movie is over. Honestly, a 3 out of 10 film. Ryan was okay. I mean, for his first film, he did a pretty good job of voice acting as well as doing the acting in the beginning. A bit corny, but it's a kid's movie. His assistant played the role really well. She's very believable as an actress. She really stood out as a character. So I'm actually genuinely happy for her performance, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she does in the future. Anyways, back to me in different clothes. Thank you guys for watching. I genuinely appreciate the views. Make sure you guys give this video a like, comment your favorite thing about it, and comment some other things that you want me to talk about, want me to watch. This is the rebirth of my YouTube channel, I should say. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I just never, felt confident enough about my personality and my content. But hopefully you guys rock with me. But thank you guys so much. My name is Gr8r, the content creator, the YouTube video maker, and whatever you do, whenever you're doing it, I hope you make it great. Peace, y'all.